Right now, an investigation is underway into what caused a fire at a Verona duplex, injuring one person. Also, the civil real estate trial against former President Trump and his company gets underway. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us. Hope you all had a good weekend. We start in Verona, where one person is injured after a duplex fire this morning. Multiple units responded to the fire on Llano Street around 3 o'clock this morning. The person injured was taken to the hospital. Their condition is unknown at this time. All of the other residents got out safely. The Red Cross was on the scene today, helping two families. Fire officials say the building is a total loss. An investigation into the cause is ongoing. A man is dead after being hit by a car while walking on the Beltline. The crash happened around 11:10 last night near the Whitney Way exit on the eastbound Beltline. It's actually happened on Friday. Life-saving measures were attempted, but the 58-year-old died at the scene. Police say the driver is cooperating and showed no signs of impairment at the time of the incident. The mother of an 11-month-old girl who died of a drug overdose expected to go on trial today. 32-year-old Kelsey Kinsey is facing charges of neglecting her child, causing death. The child had 13 times the amount of fentanyl in her blood than the amount necessary to kill an adult. It happened in July of 2021. The baby's father, Derek Hawkins, pleaded guilty to a child neglect charge in September. In Janesville, police say they disposed of a grenade yesterday after getting a report of an explosive inside of a home. It happened in the home in the 1200 block of Badger Street. According to the department, a cleaning company found what they thought to be a military-style grenade while cleaning the basement. The home was then evacuated. Police called the Dane County Bomb Squad, who determined the grenade had no fuse system. The rest of the home was searched and deemed safe. Let's head over to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Jacob Madison has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Another warm October day.
Yeah, very unseasonably warm temperatures are going to continue this afternoon, and they're also going to continue for tomorrow. Let's take a look outside, showing completely blue skies and temperatures already in the upper 70s, and we're also seeing very calm winds, so there's not really any breaks from the warm temperatures. Across Dane County, upper 70s, lower 80s for much of the area. For our entire viewing area, once again, upper 70s and lower 80s. We are going to be just a few degrees cooler than yesterday, but still very warm, especially compared to average. Looking at the visible cloud track, we could see only a very small amount of clouds across southern Wisconsin. For the most part, we aren't really going to see any cloud cover throughout the rest of today. Here's a look at the forecast for this afternoon. Highs will be in the middle to lower 80s. We are going to see a few clouds here and there, but again, not expected to see much. This evening, though, is going to be very comfortable, 70s to upper 60s with plenty of clear skies. And as I mentioned, we're going to continue to see the warm temperatures tomorrow, but we have big changes coming for the end of the week. I'll talk more in detail about that coming up a little bit later.
All right, we'll check back. Thank you, Jacob. Do you have a question or concern about your plants or your garden? Send us your questions via email to tips@channel3000.com. That's tips@channel3000.com. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company joins us later in the show with your answers. Again, that's tips@channel3000.com. A government shutdown has been avoided for now. This after Congress passed a bipartisan bill over the weekend. The bill keeps the lights on for the next 45 days at current spending levels. It does not have the deep cuts House Republicans were pushing for. Hardline conservatives would not bend on their demands. So House Speaker Kevin McCarthy enlisted help from Democrats. It's a move that could cost him.
I do intend to file a motion to vacate against Speaker McCarthy this week. I think we need to rip off the Band-Aid. I think we need to move on with new leadership.
There's also a battle brewing over helping fund Ukraine's war against Russia. A growing number of Republicans are opposed to spending more money on Ukraine. President Biden says Ukraine cannot survive without more help from Congress. Former President Trump is in a New York courtroom for the start of the civil real estate fraud trial against him and his company. New York Attorney General Letitia James is accusing Trump, his sons Donald Jr. and Eric, and the Trump Organization of inflating the value of properties in pursuit of favorable bank loans. Last week, a judge ruled Trump and the Trump Organization had committed fraud and revoked the licenses for some of his flagship properties like Trump Tower. The former president disputed the judge's ruling and called the case more election interference. The trial expected to last 3 months. After a 3-year pause, millions of Americans are beginning to pay back their federal student loans. 43.6 million borrowers' accounts have been frozen since March of 2020 because of the pandemic. Most borrowers will receive bills sometime this month. If you were enrolled in an automatic payments plan before, you probably have to re-enroll. You'll automatically be enrolled in a standard 10-year repayment plan, but there are other options. For more information, visit studentsaid.gov. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. The Powerball jackpot reaches $1 billion, plus why people are having problems with the new iPhone 15. Details coming up in the Money Watch report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
It's our biggest sale of the year.
And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale.
And help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Fry Construction invites you to usher in the fall season with our exclusive fall sale. We're talking about savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 4 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our fall savings. Save 23% off gutters with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
At Lawton Cates, we're all about comebacks. Whether it's helping you recover after an accident or return to the job following an injury, we fight the odds and the insurance company for our clients every day. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
At Informed Choice Insurance Agency, we're proud of our 5-star reviews.
My agent Matthew explained everything about Medicare and the needed supplemental insurance. He took the time to show me several different plans and the plus and minuses of each policy.
Andrea was amazing, from her knowledge to her presentation to her skills in navigating complicated and intimidating waters. I cannot emphasize enough how much she helped me and my family.
Need help with your Medicare or Marketplace health plans? Get 5-star service at Informed Choice Insurance Agency.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are! Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
Keep your home looking clean and beautiful with 11% off Dutch Boy paints at Menards. DuraClean exterior paint provides a weather-resistant coating with crack and fade resistance. Get a gallon starting at $32.89 after rebate. For exceptional adhesion and one-coat coverage, choose Dutch Boy Max Bond Plus exterior paint. It's a paint and primer in one that resists dirt, mildew, and repels rain 90 minutes after application. Get a gallon of flat exterior paint for $44.94 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
It's our biggest sale of the year.
And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale.
And help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
For the 4th time in the game's history, the Powerball prize is topped $1 billion after no winning ticket was sold for Saturday's drawing. Tonight, players can get another shot at the estimated $1.04 billion top prize. The cash option is about $478 million. Apple says it's working on a system update after owners have complained the new iPhone 15 is at times too hot to handle. The company's blaming software bugs for the overheating issues. So far, no time frame has been given for the fixes, though Apple says the phone is safe to use. And Girl Scout cookies are about to take a larger bite out of your wallet. The price per box is increasing to $6, up from $5 last year in select parts of the U.S. Some of the newer flavors already had a $6 price tag, though now that same pricing is extending to other varieties. The organization says the move is due to inflation's impact on the cost of ingredients and other aspects of cookie making. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial is down 229 points. The NASDAQ, though, up 30. The S&P 500, though, down 18. Our call for action volunteers are in the building, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you can call for action right now at 608-270-1037. 2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Up next, Pam's back with your egg prices, and Jacob returns with the complete forecast. And then today on Live at 4, it's the wild days of radio. It's an article in the latest Madison magazine. We'll talk with Doug Moe, the author, and Ralph Cohen, who lived through those wild days.
Are you worried about getting in and out of your bathtub to shower? Don't step over, step through with Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Let us custom fit your tub to be a walk-in shower without any remodeling. Our bathtub conversions take a few hours to complete. Call before you fall. Wisconsin Walk-In Showers.
This is Rhonda. She's a soul line dance instructor. And this is Rhonda's Good Feet story.
I love dancing, but I had foot pain and hated the fact that I had to sit out a couple dances. But since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports, I definitely have not felt the pain. I am able to dance longer, feel happier. My energy levels have increased. Once that energy gets into you and you're feeling good, double spins.
Get back out there with arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Think all Medicare plans are the same? Think again. With Dean Health Plan, you can get the coverage you need with premiums as low as $0 a month. That includes medical, hospital, and prescription coverage with $0 copays for primary care doctor visits, plus extra benefits like comprehensive dental and savings on over-the-counter pharmacy items. Call 1-855-822-6173 now to request your free Dean Health Plan guide. Dean Health Plan, right here with you.
My name is Kyla Engelke. I'm a cement mason by trade. All the road builders are insanely busy right now. If someone comes in wanting or needing a job, we've got them. The infrastructure law that Joe Biden got passed is putting people back to work. Look at all of the bridges, look at all of the roadways, look at all of the people that are working. All of that's pretty awesome. To have a president like Joe Biden that's fighting for good jobs, it's huge.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Are you worried about getting in and out of your bathtub to shower? Don't step over, step through with Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Let us custom fit your tub to be a walk-in shower without any remodeling. Our bathtub conversions take a few hours to complete. Call before you fall. Wisconsin Walk-In Showers.
The Jennifer Hudson Show is back. Here we go. I have a big surprise for this couple's big day. And this season, you hear a knock, you better answer. Surprise!
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Artificial intelligence has entered the classroom.
I noticed it first in poetry.
I'll show you what teachers are doing to curb AI misuse and how a change in thinking could make it a valuable tool for learning.
Outsmarting AI, Thursday at 10. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Thanks for squeezing us in on a busy week.
Yeah, I was out on Friday at World Dairy Expo, got a little work done in advance, and don't have the trade show starting until tomorrow, so I thought I'd zoom back to the office for a quick update. Want to get you some pictures from what I saw at World Dairy Expo. It is an adrenaline surge all around you out at World Dairy Expo, and it really started last week. We had cattle that were checking in beginning on Wednesday. There, you've got a special sneak peek at what everybody else is going to see in the center of the ring. That's the backdrop for World Dairy Expo. Dynasty in Dairy is this year's 56th annual show's theme. That's where all the cows pose once they have been placed. So it's a pretty important piece of World Dairy Expo history and is something everybody anticipates. So like I said, last week, Wednesday, is when all the cattle started streaming into the Alliant Energy Center and those New Holland pavilions. And veterinarians had to be on hand to check all of their health work. And that included the gal in the cap there, Dr. Terry Olivet, along with retired veterinarian Dr. Sheila McGurk, who kind of started this program with students from UW Vet School, as well as staff from the Wisconsin Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection and their veterinarians. It takes an army to get approximately 2,500 to 3,000 cows checked in a short period of time. Dr. Sheila McGurk right there says that they started on Wednesday. Thursday morning, they started running on 24 hours a day so that people that were coming in, maybe you ran into a delay with traffic or didn't want to travel during the day, keep the cows calm and cool at night. Whatever it was, those veterinarians had to be there, and they're using technology to help them move those animals through. The cows and heifers have an ear tag that is an electronic frequency They use an electronic wand, kind of like a saber, and they can pass it over the animal and get those identification chips and correlate it with the veterinary medical papers. Sometimes they did walk the animals off, though, because if there was quite a bunch of animals, those signals can kind of jump over. But like I said, hats off to the School of Veterinary Medicine, those hardworking veterinarians and the students that got that hands-on learning opportunity helping get the cows in. Don't want to overshadow World Beef Expo that wrapped up yesterday. Kylie Garner from Almond, Kylie Beckius from Endeavor, Blake Buck from Reedsville, and Julia Brown from Ettrick. Some of the kids at the Beef Expo that took home Supreme Champions. More on their Facebook page, World Beef Expo. And before I go, barrel cheese was up 6 1/4 cents today at 154 1/4. 40-pound block cheese flat, and butter up 4 cents today. Mark, I actually had people out at World Dairy Expo say, "Can we get in with you and Mark on your retirement plan?" Today, butter's at $3.34 a pound.
Now they want to get in. Where were they?
Now they want to get in.
Where were they before? All right. Well, enjoy your week.
Happy birthday, Oliver.
Yes, 3 years old. Look who's 3.
Yep.
All right, Pam, thank you.
Yep.
The summer-like temperatures continue, but not for long. Here's Jacob with the complete forecast. It's starting to look like fall. It's going to feel like fall by the end of the week.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. It doesn't feel like fall, but looking at the fall color report, it definitely is starting to look like it. Now, parts of the northern portion of the state are at peak levels right now, with a lot of the northern state at least at 50%, even parts of our area at 50%, and Dane County is above 25% right now. Now, looking outside, you can kind of see those fall colors right now. This is just outside our station, and if we look at the current temperatures right now, we are not feeling like fall at all. So here are the 3 things you need to know to get you ready for the work week. We are going to see those warm temperatures today and tomorrow, and then we have a chance of rain coming on Wednesday, and that will dramatically cool things off for the end of the week. And by next weekend, it may not even just feel like fall, it could even feel like winter a little bit. So here's a look at Futurecast. We aren't going to see any rain for about the next 36 to 48 hours. We are going to see a few more clouds tomorrow, but if we look off to the west, we will start to see that rain develop to the west of our area. And then Wednesday is when we are going to see the possibility of rainfall. Now, it doesn't look like we're going to see a lot of rainfall, but this will accompany that cold front that will cool the temperatures off. We'll have like a secondary system coming into our area from the north, and it could bring in a few light showers Thursday and Friday, but it really looks like outside of Wednesday, we're not really going to see a ton of rainfall, and we also are going to dry out by the time we get to the weekend. But even that rain on Wednesday is not expected to amount to much. This is the rainfall forecast for the next 7 days, and we're not going to see anything more than around a ½ inch to maybe a full inch of rainfall. But those temperatures are going to fall. So let me talk about the temperatures. We'll have high temperatures in the 80s today, and then tonight it's still going to be a mild night with clear skies and low temperatures right around 60. Some areas may be in the middle 60s. And then tomorrow is going to be kind of a rinse and repeat of today and really the last 2 days with plenty of sunshine and highs back in the 80s. But then beginning on Wednesday, we are going to see those temperatures fall. So 70s Wednesday, upper 60s Thursday, and then look at the weekend. 50s will be the forecast, and these are the high temperatures. Overnight, we could have lows in the 30s, and we're also going to be breezy, so it may feel even colder than it actually is. Here's the normal. We are well above the normal right now, and we're going to be well below the normal on Saturday. Normal is right in the middle 60s. Now, by the time we get to next week, we are going to start to see the temperatures warm up again. But there's a good chance that tomorrow will be the last day in the 80s this year. So if you enjoy the warm temperatures, definitely enjoy it, because we are not going to see temperatures this warm until possibly the spring. Now, again, Saturday and Sunday are going to be chilly, and it's going to be breezy. So there may even be the wind chills may feel like it's 40 out there. And there is that Badgers football game Saturday. So if you plan on going, definitely bundle up, because when you have warm temperatures and it gets cold, it feels even colder just because of what you're used to. So a lot of combinations really going to make Saturday feel very, very cold.
It's an 11 a.m. game, too, so it's going to be a chilly morning. All right, thanks, Jacob. Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen now as he reveals a tasty way to help bring breast cancer awareness to those you love the most.
It's October, and that means it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, a time when we all come together so we can help beat this disease. While most of us are aware of breast cancer, we often forget to take the proper steps in order to stay one step ahead of it. I'm blessed that my mom had her breast cancer detected in its early stages. So if you're thinking, what does this have to do with food? Let me share with you the recipe for our pink velvet truffles, which are perfect to bring just about anywhere to help raise awareness for those you care about the most. We start by beating together a container of strawberry-flavored cream cheese with a bit of vanilla. After that's creamy, we slowly add in some powdered sugar. To give this its richness, we stir in some white baking chips that we've melted in the microwave. After it comes together, we shape them into 1-inch balls and roll them in pink, white, or any combo of nonpareils or sprinkles. Let me tell you, these are decadently rich. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our pink velvet truffles as a way to help bring awareness to breast cancer. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, encouraging you to spread the word.
And to get screened.
I'm sure glad my mom did. Now, that's a reason to say, ooh, it's so good. Such a kid at heart.
Ahead at noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is out on the weather patio answering your plant and garden questions. If you have a question, send them to tips@channel3000.com. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Nobody wants to think about cold weather, but now's the time to winterproof your home. Is your house cold every winter? Your home needs foam. Are your heating costs too high? Your home needs foam. Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Your home needs foam. USA Premium Foam is over 35% more efficient than ordinary, weaker insulation. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Daddy teaches you can be anything in this world that you want to be, right? Don't Daddy teach you that?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're black or white or any color.
See, this is how children think right here. Critical race theory wants to end that.
You can make friends.
Yeah, you can make friends, no matter what color they are. So we need to stop CRT.
The truth wins if we're all brave enough to tell it.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Lisa Briggs is out on the weather patio taking your plant and garden questions. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, it's beautiful out here.
A beautiful day, absolutely. We've got lots of questions, so let's start with Mike. He said, I noticed the other day that my arborvitae tree is turning yellow. We have a picture here. It's never done that before. A few spots here and there, but not like it is now. What could be the reason? The drought, the recent bout of heavy rain we received, or some disease? And is there anything you can do about it?
Oh, I looked at the picture. It's probably not disease and probably not the heavy rain because arborvitae like wet spots. So I would guess it's the drought combined with the fact that it looks like it's super shady there. Arborvitae do need a solid 5 or 6 hours of sun a day, otherwise they get thin, which is what that arborvitae looks like is happening. yellowing and browning growth on the inside is pretty typical, and when they're thin, you can really see it. So I would say continue to keep watering, and if you can maybe this winter or next spring thin out the canopy above that arborvitae a little bit so it gets more sun, that should help.
Okay. Art wants to know, is it safe to use Ortho's Grass Be Gone on dianthus without harming the plant?
Grass Be Gone will only kill grass and not any broadleaf plants. And dianthus, even though the leaves look really narrow and grass-like, it is considered a broadleaf plant. So it should be fine, but he should be careful and be sure to follow the instructions on the package.
Yeah, that stuff will kill it if it gets in the way.
Yes.
All right, Glenn and Sue want to know, how do I prepare coral bells for the winter? Cut them back or leave them?
Coral bells can be partially evergreen, so I would not cut them back. If you get a cut Christmas tree, or if you want to get a bale of straw, you can put some of that over the coral bells once the ground freezes, so we're talking about maybe mid-December, and that will help to keep the crown protected, because since it's exposed, and then sometimes in the spring you look at it, if it dies back all the way to the ground, it'll come up new, but you might save some of this year's growth for a bigger plant.
Okay. Robert says he loves dahlias but can never get them to winter. Digs them up before frost, put them in the cool cellar. He tried storing them in different mediums such as peat moss, vermiculite, or sand, but nothing seems to work in the spring. They're all dried and shriveled up. How do you overwinter them?
So the best thing to do is a cool, dark, airy place. Now he says his are drying up. Instead, generally what we see is it's a little wet, like in your basement, and they get moldy. But if they're drying up, then what I would do is maybe once you clean all the soil off, kind of surround them with peat moss or Excelsior, that's like that shaved wood that you get in packing products, or wood chips or something like that, and then check them every couple of weeks. And if they're starting to dry out, you can take them out and mist them a little bit, let them dry out, and then put them back in whatever the packing medium is.
All right, Jeannie says she went on vacation for a week and the mums look sick. Everything else is fine. Can I save these? If so, how?
Well, if they're outdoor mums, you know, garden mums, and when she says look sick, it's hard to know what she means. So if she'd send a photo to the plant desk, that's plantdesk@brucecompany.com, we can take a look at it. I suspect that they just got really dried out. Mums, because they're so compact, they're pinched to get them that way. So there's a lot of root mass compared to what's outside the pot. So I would guess that they just got really dry. So give them a good soak. Maybe even put them in a bucket and let the moisture soak in from the bottom of the plant.
Okay. Glenda says my moonflower vine never has many flowers on it. This year so far they have been 2 flowers, and with the cooler weather coming, I assume they won't be any more.
Yeah, and I would say that anybody that has house plants or super tender things that are outside, given the temperatures at the end of the week, I would be sure to bring those things inside before Friday night. If it's going to get close to 40, any of those, like hibiscus or any of that stuff, is going to suffer. So make a plan, treat for insect infestations, and bring them indoors.
All right. We're out of time. Lots of good questions today. Lisa, thank you.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the patio.
Yeah.
All right, Jacob's back now with one last look at the forecast.
Thanks, Mark. I want to start with our weather photo of the day. This one sent in by Sandy, showing a very nice sky right now. Not right now, but this was in DeForest. You can send in your own weather photos through the app or the email address you see on screen. Warm the next 2 days, but the rain on Wednesday will cool things off dramatically for the end of the week, with highs only in the 50s by the weekend.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.